Still need to call today. Finish your breakfast. And find out if, I don't know, I can just come in earlier or they can just type me then. Because we already know, At the same time, one of these days, I want to get it looked at and find out, did my blood type actually change back then? Or is there something wrong that's just making it seem like it's O positive? Because I used to be AB positive. I gave blood for years. I donated blood every year, and I couldn't do it too often because I've always run anemic, especially whenever bleeding. I could never donate when I was on my period. I had heavy periods, nothing like this, but they were heavy for normal periods, but they were still within normal. So, yeah. They used to be regular and all that too, so I could know whenever that was going to happen and plan accordingly. This is just constant chaos. This isn't plan accordingly, this is you're always bleeding. So, anyway, surgery is tomorrow. Yeah. The only appointment I have today is with Chris to do schoolwork, and then if he behaves, we're going to do something special. But he's got to get done with his schoolwork before lunch.
Mm-hmm. I was dreaming about making a robot.
You were dreaming about making a robot?
Yeah.
We'll keep dreaming, kiddo.
It's about a robot that had a hammer. It was a lighter, and it caught fires on other bots.
Mm-hmm.
And they had lava melters.
Lava melters?
Yeah, what melts the bot.
Oh, that melts the bot.
Uh-huh. And
well, you know what, kiddo?
It has a knife on it to pop the tires.
Mm-hmm. Man, this sounds like one savage robot.
Mm-hmm. It has blades. It's well protected.
Well protected?
Uh-huh.
And savage.
And it has a ball.
Sounds like a tank. But with better stuff, cooler.
Uh-huh. It has a ball on top. It shoots out, lands in a random area. Uh-huh. And then another bot tries to break it. The bot that's trying to destroy it just damage itself.
Well, the only thing that I'd be worried about would be the ball that falls in a random area and hurts things. What if you accidentally hurt some kitty cats or something?
It can lock itself before hitting something. Say, here's an example. Say it's near that storage shed. Say it's near that storage shed, and it was going to hit the fence, but then it locked up. And then it went in the middle of the backyard.
So it wouldn't actually land in the random area. It would still find its way back to where it needs to go. That would be interesting if one day you could figure out how to make that work. Advanced targeting systems!
We also have one inside that it pops the tires.
Hey, don't talk with your mouth full. Finish chewing. Why don't you, you know what, Chris? I'm going to tell you this. Keep dreaming. And one day, you'll reach it.
And it has this thing that flips it over and pops the tires and then brings it in. And then the lava melters just melt it. If another bot's trying to flip it over, it has lava melters on the bottom. The flipper just goes poof, poof.
They've even got robots that help out with surgery to minimize human error.
And then
you still need the doctors, you still need the surgeons, you still need the people. But they have some robots that do some basic tasks that help so that if the doctor's hand jerks in the middle of surgery, that it isn't gonna, like, there's only so far that it can go. So it doesn't, like, rip you a new hole in your stomach, like what happened with my appendix.
Hmm?
Yeah, they made a big jagged thing. To this day, I don't know what happened. So now I have, like, this puckered spot on my tummy because of it.
Mm-hmm.
Do your math. Do your schoolwork. And one day, I'm sure you'll make it building robots. You have all sorts of ideas. Write them down. Finish your schoolwork, write them down.
And it has this thing that brings it in, and lava melters just melt it. There's lava melters inside too that melt the bot, and then the melted stuff just brings bigger flames out
Write
of the.
down your ideas, kiddo. Finish your breakfast, chew, swallow, then finish the other half, because I know you're still hungry. You're just brimming with ideas, though, Chris. And then, do your schoolwork, and then you can write down your ideas. Then you'll have all the time to write down your ideas. Another thing would be, if you ask very, very nicely, maybe we'll get you a dream journal or something, or a specific notebook for you to write down your dreams in. That way, if you dream of a really cool idea, you can write it down before you forget it.
I'm never gonna forget that dream.
See, don't ask. Don't say, that's not possible. Ask, one day, there are going to be a lot of things that you're going to say, I want to do this. And people are going to tell you, that's not possible.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you a secret.
What?
Grandpa and I were putting together computer parts that people said weren't possible to put together. Do you want to know why and how we were able to do that?
Why?
Because we didn't listen to anybody who said that it was impossible. The only thing we did was ask how. We decided what we wanted to do and we asked how to do it. Where there's a will, there's a way. That's what my mom used to say. Now, there are some times in life that doesn't really apply, but I can already think of some theoretical science that could even help you with that ball that comes out of a robot and then goes and finds its thing. But you would need some boosters on it or something. You would need, or magnets. Nah, the magnets might not work. You would have to install something like ahead of time. I could even think of possible applications for it, but that's because, imagination and also some basic science.
I was gonna shove a chain through that ball, and then I have it on a thing that rolls.
A flying ball and chain? Sit. You can tell me all about it after you finish eating.
I was gonna show you a sample.
Okay, well, show me after you're done eating. Breakfast first. It's food for the brain. Okay, so eat and let me finish this. So anyway, this just got shortened because right now my phone can only have like a 10-minute video on it. Too much stuff. I gotta take some stuff off. So, yeah. They're gonna go and they're gonna do the surgery tomorrow, and I gotta call and make sure that, they can do that stuff. Oh, my clinic called me today, the one I go to for PTSD, and they were really weird because, the whole team knew that I went into the hospital in, February for the medical stuff. And they all knew, the whole team knew. I was getting phone calls, making sure, how I was doing afterwards. This is the first I've heard of there needing to be a home visit afterwards. I'm just going to go get surgery. I'm going to be an overnight, yeah. But it's probably only going to be just